Good morning, everybody. It's John from Veganism KILLS. And August is Save a Vegan Child's Life. So we don't see things like this that you see on the screen. And I'm going to show you the vegan hypocrisy and how deep it goes. Myself being a minority, I find it very offensive that when a minority child dies from a direct effect of an ideology that totally ignores nutritional needs of the human body and is allowed to run rampant and continue to kill children, I'm going to say something whether vegans like it or not. I don't give a fuck what you think, vegans. This has got to stop. By any means necessary. Why is most of the time it's in my area it happens to be minority children that are dying from veganism? And the best part of it, what happens when one white vegan activist dies? Let's compare. The minority child that died gets a mention in the post, gets cremated, and he's forgotten about. Same thing about this other child. Now, this is to all my Hispanic. I have black, white, everything in my family, so everybody's my brother. I have a rainbow family. You name it, it's in my family. And I'm going to ask everybody now to pay attention and open your eyes. Just give me a couple of minutes, and I'll save you from ending up like the rest of these people. And these people do not care if you go to jail, okay? As long as their agenda gets pushed through. And I'll show you how they're doing it and why they're doing it. And if you can't, and I'll show you clearly so you could see it with your own eyes. Stop listening to these people, or you're going to end up in jail. Like these people have. And your child's going to be dead. Do you want that? Again, August is Save a Vegan Child's Month. Now this girl, if I would have talked to her for about an hour, alright, I believe she would have listened to me and she wouldn't be going to jail right now for murdering her own child. Also, she had 2 other children that were seized by CPS. That's why I'm asking everybody just to sit down and listen to me for a few minutes. All you vegan parents out there, stop putting on this act. Sit down and realize what you're doing. Take a minute. Stop. This couple, they believed in the diet. They refused to listen to a doctor. They're doing life in jail. Do you want to go to jail for life? Do you? And believe me, if vegan parents are going to jail for life for murdering their own children using the vegan diet, how long do you think it's going to take sooner or later before the authorities keep seeing cases like this that they decide, well, where are these people getting their information from? Because obviously it's misinformation and it's killing people. Sooner or later, people are going to make the connection, and all these vegan talking heads are going to be friggin' held responsible for this bullshit that they're causing out here. The excuse that omnivores kill their children too. I never heard of an omnivore child dying by being told to drink a glass of milk or eat a piece of meat. No. This is strictly all on them. They're trying to avoid it. They have an agenda. They'll promote the agenda. And all those people that they kill along, along the way, well, they're just collateral damage. Now you got 2 minority children that died. And you got a 5.5-month-old here. I'm sorry, it's 3. A 6-week-old baby. And a 7-month-old baby. Dead. Directly linked to veganism. Case report from the coroner. Alright? These two bullshitters over here, David K. Cundiff and William Harris, are known vegan acolytes. So if you see anything that goes against the coroner's study, and they weren't in the room doing the autopsy, it's bullshit. But that's veganism is responsible for this. This is a rebuttal of a coroner study. It's a rebuttal of real science by people who haven't collected any data on the incident. Maybe they looked at an X-ray. Now, most people, this vegan activist died a while ago. June 19, 2020. She decided to stand in front of an 18-wheeler in front of a pig slaughterhouse in Canada. Alright? She's dead. This white woman's got a Wikipedia page. Oh my God. Somebody really important. Somebody who stood outside with the cardboard sign and said, "Don't kill animals," was really doing something important. This is what they want people to believe. She actually got an award. A Dr. Gene Rumney Award. 2020. They turned this into a big event. A worldwide event when she died. These children died. Not a peep. Denial. Anger. You met with anger if you mention it from the vegans. Anger. She dies. Oh, you omnivores are murderers. Killers. Murderers. The animal rights activists from around the world dedicated actions to Russell's memory, such as die-ins outside the High Commission of Canada in London, England. A sit-in outside a slaughterhouse in Lucana, Italy. Okay? A demonstration in California was attended by Joaquin Phoenix. That's it. That's outside Fairman's Pork Inc. Slaughterhouse. Alright? We will honor her memory vigorous, confronting the cruelty she fought so hard to prevent by marching with Black Lives, protecting indigenous rights. She marched with Black Lives Matter, but they didn't want to put the whole thing in here. Of course, so she marches with Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter? Why are you marching with Black Lives Matter when the diet you support is killed black children? And damage the health of several others. This is going into the thousands now. Don't tell me vegans care about people. That's bullshit. I don't think they care about animals at all. I think they get their useful idiots, mob them up, pretend that they care about the animals. Any death that's on their side is glorified. It was like you ran over St. Thomas of Aquinas. Yet these kids are pretty much cremated, put in the urn, and shoved in the corner someplace without a second thought. These children's lives were used like a doormat by the vegans. Yeah, we're experimenting. There is no science. We'll tell you there's science, but there is none. There is no long case studies on veganism saying that it's good. There's plenty of case studies when they observe the children that died and they do an autopsy on them. The disaster that the vegan diet has done to their bodies. That's there. There's no denying it. You think this is the only case study? You better look again. Vegans will not acknowledge these case studies generated by actual data collecting by a coroner, a paid medical professional, a child psychologist who specializes on mental development of a child. They deny that too. The child was 3 months behind on average. The pediatrician, well, the pediatrician's bad. What would Dr. Greger say? The medical field is all in big agriculture's pocket. Doesn't agriculture actually grow the crops that you're trying to promote everybody to eat? As well as grow livestock, you baboons? All you vegans that glorified the death of this white woman over the death of small children. You know, if there was a fire in a building, and the fire is veganism, and you had to save people, and some of them were children, and an adult, the fireman would take the children first and let this lady die, because children's lives overall are more valuable than adults. Society sees it that way. Not vegans, not the misanthropic vegans. You're disgusting. You're the lowest forms of life on earth, vegans. Your shenanigans are killing people. Your misinformation is killing people, including children. And all we hear is the same dried up, overused excuses that omnivores kill their children. You show me a case study where feeding a child a healthy omnivore diet has actually killed them, and then you would make sense to counter what we're showing you here today. There is none. There is no case studies of children being told to go eat a steak, drink some cow's milk, dying from it. You know why? Because all the nutrients are in there. That's why they recommend it. Not in soy milk. What's in soy milk? You're going to tell me, you idiots, are going to tell me that a 5.5-month-old child is going to start taking supplements made for adults? Because they really don't make supplements for children that small. And if you are giving your child supplements, maybe I could be wrong. Maybe there is supplements for children, but if you're giving your child supplements at that young age, you're not feeding them right. That's why they're dying. Figure it out. And to all you vegans who keep getting mad that I keep bringing up children that died, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself right there. Reagan Russell died because she was an adult who did something stupid. What did these kids do? You misinformed their parents. They believed you. And we're telling them to retract your statements, which YouTube, for some reason, YouTube, it must be sponsor money. That's the only thing I could think of. Let you spread misinformation, and you keep causing this, and YouTube does nothing. YouTube can also go fuck itself, too. Cancel my account. I'll just go someplace else, because this platform is on its way down. I can't believe it. An adult in full mind, totally can act on their own accord, stands in front of an 18-wheeler and gets killed. People would tell vegans over and over again, do not play around moving 18-wheelers. Why? Because it's very dangerous. I used to work at an 18-wheeler depot, was one of my clients, and they would tell me, be careful around these trucks because they have a lot of blind spots when you're coming in, and we don't want you to get killed. What do vegans do? They're banging on the truck, just distracting the driver's truck. Of course the truck driver's going to get mad, because sooner or later they knew this was going to happen. Try telling it to vegans. The same thing like this. If you keep feeding children a diet that doesn't have all the nutrients, they're going to die of malnutrition. It's just simple logic to follow. And if you don't believe it, ask any nutritionist. They'll tell you, you got to have the kid supplemented. You don't give the kid all the supplements, they're going to die. But what do the vegans say? Over and over in several videos. The vegan diet is 100% healthy for all stages of life. That's coming out of Dr. Greg's mouth. And then the kids keep dying. They keep dying. They keep getting brain damage. They keep getting rickets. Their body is friggin' wrecked for the rest of their life. And vegans just keep going on. But God forbid one of their holy saints, activists, gets killed. They're having worldwide demonstrations. Again, fuck you, vegans. Go fuck yourself. And on that note, I'm out of here.